biggest benefit of having a residency training program or any kind of graduate or medical education program is it really raises the bar for how you stay up to date on your knowledge base, how you do research, how you do scholarship, and having learners there who constantly look up things and challenge you and ask you about the latest and greatest research keeps you on your toes, and that translates to even better patient care because you're providing the most up-to-date kind of clinical treatments and knowledge and so forth.
Part of our training right now is what we call boot camp, and it's essentially a 3 to 4 week period where we really try to get everybody on the same level. So we make sure that they understand all the basic concepts within emergency medicine and that they understand basic procedures and how to treat the things that we see very commonly in the emergency department. Some of the patients that we simulated here were stroke patients, heart attack patients, and sepsis patients, so patients that have severe infections. And we see that a lot in the emergency department, and they need to know how to do this basically in their sleep. And so we want to make sure that they're at a performing level before we let them practice in the emergency department.
There is such a big learning curve from jumping from a medical student to a doctor, right? You have all of this responsibility that you don't really think about before. And I couldn't have asked for a better residency program to be in. Life is so fragile and the future is so unpredictable, but to have that hand that reaches out and says, hey, we got you, we see you, and we're gonna take care of you, leaves an indelible impression on patient care. And I knew that that's what I wanted to be, that hand.
We grew up here in Escalon, California, which is about 5 minutes north from here. I worked many of the fields in the area, including some of the ones that are right next to our hospital. My family worked on the fields before Kaiser was built. Once I went to community college here at Modesto Junior College, I fell in love with the sciences, chemistry, anatomy, physiology, and I figured what a better way that I could apply that knowledge and the skills to help the communities in this area. Oh, I was super stoked. I couldn't have asked for any bigger blessing than this. I've back in the area, close to my friends and family, serving the population in the area that I love.
It seems very natural to have a program in the Central Valley that exposes to learners to all sorts of the pathology that we see and all sorts of patients and people that we see. That rich diversity within the Central Valley is something that medical students and residents will benefit from immensely. And it benefits the patients on a whole to have a teaching program because there are so many different aspects. So number one, you get people that are right into their medical career and they're experiencing the Central Valley and thinking, man, this is a place that I would like to live and this is a place that I'd like to practice. So it brings very talented people to care for the citizens of the Central Valley.
I'm really excited and really fulfilled when I'm able to teach new things and I'm really able to see the light bulb moments go off in their faces. And it really brings me great joy, thereby contributing to the joy and meaning in medicine.